Alright, man, let's just get into this. I'm doing this video to address what happened last night. A lot of people who don't follow me on Twitter, it's quite a story. It's really weird. It just feels real dramacidal for no reason, you know what I mean? But it's about 8 in the morning here, I think. I've been up all night. I actually went to the gym for a while to go shoot some shots, knock some baskets down, because for those who don't know, that's how I decompress. But yeah, last night was a joke, and I want to talk about this league. Y'all know that, for those who follow me on Twitter, y'all know that I'm in a basketball league. I've been very busy, you know what I mean, with that league. The entire point of being in this league, and it's a lawyers league, they asked, for those who don't know who's been following me, they asked me to be in this league because they know that I can play, and they were losing a lot of games. I believe they were like 2-7, 2-8 before they texted me and was like, "Yo, can you come help us out?" Because they needed firepower, so they know that I can play. Like I said, they're asking me. I didn't just say, "Hey, do you need help or anything?" No, they contacted me. So, with that said, for the previous couple of weeks, there's been a lot of problems with that team. Now, usually after every game, I go on Twitter and I do a Twitter video explaining some things within the 2-minute radius, explaining some things on why we lost the game or what's not working with the team and what needs to be improved. Critical, thinking, and try to, fix the problems that we have. However, that never happens due to the fact that my teammates are never available outside of these games. So they feel like they're just pickup games. And I had said yesterday that it doesn't feel like, it feels like a pickup squad. I feel like I'm playing on a Toon squad or even a Suicide Squad at this point, due to the fact that I see these guys 5 seconds before we play, and then all of a sudden we have to play, and against teams that clearly have been playing with either each other for years, or they get their practice in so they have chemistry. So it's just a band of just random people playing, set up teams. We have college players out there playing. Obviously, they're not Division I or anything like that, because for those who don't know, if you're playing in those type of games, you cannot play in any other type of league. You know what I mean? You can't. So there are some ringers out there. I thought that was going to be the only ringer, but no. You have college players who obviously didn't make teams playing. And that's fine. So you have guys out there who I'm used to playing against those type of size guys who are 6'4", 6'6", stuff like that, you know what I mean, who are athletic. I'm used to that. But my team, because they're made up of lawyers, mind you, lawyers, they don't get much, physical activity. They cannot handle that type of physicality. They cannot handle the type of speed that the game brings. And when I say that, I mean like literally running back and forth. They can't handle that all the time. Some of them can, not all of them. Okay. So over the weeks, you ladies and gentlemen have been telling me, when you hear the videos and you see the frustration on my face, and some of you have actually come to the games and seen how I play and how I tell other players what's going on while I'm on the sidelines. I literally will take myself out the game so that other people will have minutes, because if I don't, they'll literally leave me in there the entire game. So I will start and I will finish if it was up to them. With that said, like I said, some of you have come to the games and you've been supportive, who watch my videos, and you see the problems that's going on. You all said last week, you was at the game and you was like, you could see the frustration on my face and how animated I am on the sidelines, because how much I care about basketball and how they're just not doing their job. You know what I mean? There's no communication, and I think that's the biggest problem of this league, and it's not just with the teammates, not this week at least. And I say that due to the fact that 10 minutes into this game, I was kicked out the game. I was ejected from the game. Yeah. In all my years, all right, in all my years of playing league basketball, I have never been teched. I have never gotten into an argument with a ref, let alone being thrown out of a game. Ever. In all my years of playing. But I guess there's a first for everything, huh? Now here's the thing. On Twitter, after it happened, of course I sounded off on Twitter and video. And I want to apologize to those last night who didn't get everything. That's why I'm doing this video today. Because for some reason when I'm uploading, like the videos I'm shooting are 2-minute increments, but y'all are only seeing like 46 seconds of it for some reason. 40 to 46 seconds. There was even one video that was like right side up. I'm like, what's going on here? What? And then one almost repeated itself. It was weird. So, yeah. So let me set the record straight on what happened last night, okay? So as I usually do when I go into a game, for those who know on Twitter, I was telling y'all tonight's gonna be my night. Coach had texted me and was like, "Take over, young man, take over." He gave me the green light to go off. You know what I mean? To call for the ball all the time. And because for those who don't know, all right, I'm their best scorer. All right, and the previous couple games, previous about 2 games or so, other teammates wanted to try and take point. They wanted to be the lead. They wanted to carry the team, and then we ended up getting blown out. One night when you give me the ball and I put points up, at least it's a close game. You know what I mean? So, but my stats suffer from it. You gotta think, my first game in the league, I had put up 20 points. You know what I mean? I had some good stats. It was almost, I believe, almost triple double. But even in losing those other games, I was getting a double double. You know what I mean? So it was like, so I am not the problem here. You know what I'm saying? And then coaches always let me know week after week, I am not the problem. You know what I mean? There's even times where he's had to yell at them to give me the ball. And there's times on the sidelines I had to yell at them to give other people the ball because they're not giving people the ball. But apparently there's a personal reason behind other teammates not passing each other the ball. And apparently it's work related at their firm and stuff like that. I'm not getting into that because I don't know all the details. But this is what I was told, okay? I can only go but so far because I don't really get into that personal stuff with them, you know what I mean, in real life. So, last night had to be the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen in my life. Ever. Get in the game, like I said, usually I go and I talk to the referees beforehand, shake each and everyone's hand, because like I said, I've been in leagues where guys have threatened to shoot referees, you know what I mean, and they shut down the game. So, just to let you know, again, my team, if I didn't show up, the game would have been canceled because we didn't have enough guys. So I was literally, if I didn't show up, they'd literally been 1 man short. They would have had to play 4-on-5, and they wouldn't have started the game without a fifth. All right. So it goes to show you that the rest of our roster that has like 15 people on it, they didn't show up. They just didn't care. They don't show up. So with that said, before game, shaking refs' hands. How are you doing today, sir? Let's have a good game. I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom, but I let them know. For those who don't know, for the previous 2 weeks, I have been deaf in my right ear. All right? I have been deaf in this ear right here. I can't hear anything. It's just static. And it's just from my night work. You know what I mean? Doing bouncing at clubs and shit. But it's been like that for like 2 weeks now. So, but I know it's going to go away, but I literally cannot hear anything out this ear. You could be this close to me talking to me, and I'll still be like, what? I can't hear anything out this ear. So I'm letting the referees know before the game starts, before tip-off, that I'm having problems hearing out this one ear for communication's sake. You know what I mean? For communication, just to let people know, so not to be disrespectful. So if you say something to me and I just ignore you, think I'm just disrespecting you. I don't want that shit. Like I said, I'm not the guy who does that type of stuff on the court. If anything, I'm the peacekeeper on the court. Because I've had teammates who had, in this league, who tried to fight others, and I had to break it up, you know what I mean? So I'm the peacekeeper on the court. I'm the calm dude, but tonight is my night. So I'm not going in there with a mean face or anything. No, I know tonight is my night. I'm looking to really do it. So everyone have a good game, right? Game starts or whatever, and I go to the basket, and there's a foul call. Okay? Now, for those who don't know, in the previous 4 weeks, every time I drive to the basket, I get knocked down or whatever because these guys are big. They're big, heavy, but you got to expect that. But they never call fouls for me. So in the previous 4 weeks, this is my first time going to the line. Which, okay, I'm fine with this. This referee actually called a foul for me. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that. It's my first time going to the stripe. So, not a problem. As the game progresses, the ref says something to me about 3 seconds in the box. And I'm like, again, because the way I'm stationed and I'm calling for the ball this way, the ref's on this side, I can't hear him, okay? So he comes over to me, he's like, I've been telling you 3 seconds in the box. And I'm like, I'm actually stepping my 1 foot in the line and then stepping it out of the box. So that resets the 3 seconds. However, the guy that I'm playing against is camping in the lane. He can't do that. If anything, that's defensive 3 seconds. Okay, so whatever. Rebound, whatever, we go back down, we come back up. I stay out the box, and the guy is still in the lane. I turn to the ref, and I'm like, are you going to call that on him? And he says, man, this ain't the NBA. I said, no one said it was the NBA, ref. I said, where did you get this from? This college ball. I said, ref, just, you know what? Number one, it's not college ball. And I'll explain that later, all right? But whatever, all right? All right, that's how he's going to talk. Whatever. I was like, I'm not saying anything to this man. All right, whatever. So I'm going back down, down the thing. Beep, tech. Who got tech? You. What for? What I get tech for? Because you're talking back to me, disrespecting me. I haven't said anything to you. I haven't said anything. But all right. He's like, I told you time and time again about being in the box. Mind you, I was never called for 3 seconds. So if you feel as though I'm in the box too long and you've been giving me warnings and I'm not listening to you, then you call 3 seconds, right? 3 seconds in the box, turnover. That's what you do. He didn't do that. I said, ref, if you're talking to me, I can't hear you out this ear. And his response, and this changed everything right now. That's not my problem, bitch. Excuse me? Excuse me? Mind you, teammates did nothing. And once that was said, teammates did nothing. The opposing team stopped. They just stopped and was like, is this really happening right now? The one guy that I was playing up against, that we were guarding each other, he comes over to me, he puts his arm around me, and he's like, don't listen to him. He's walking me away from the ref. Because after he said, come on now, if that's on the street, you get knocked the fuck out. Mind you, this ref is like 65, 70 years old, you know what I'm saying? But he puts his arm around me and he says, this guy has a history of this. All he does is antagonizes and harasses people. He thinks he's some type of law and he's really not. Just let it go. You know what I'm saying? He's guys aren't. We're walking away from the ref. I said, all right, you know what? It's cool. It's whatever. Let it go. Beep. Tech. Again. On who? You. You're out the game. What the fuck did I do now? You're disrespecting me. The entire team, opposing team, because he was like, you're talking about me. It's a conversation between him and I. You're like 15, 20 feet away. There's a conversation between him and I. Okay? Why are you in our conversation? You don't even know what's being said. He's pulling me away from you. I'm not like resisting when he's pulling me like, man, or whatever. I'm not animated. I'm walking with him. You know what I mean? The entire opposing team stopped and was like, did he really just kick him out the fucking game? Did he just do that? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, are you serious? And that's when shit got worse. All right? Because the opposing team, they stopped playing. They was like, what are you doing? This is ridiculous. It's uncalled for. And, of course, my teammates, they're just standing there. And I'm like, so y'all not even, loyalty, again, a problem with loyalty. Y'all not even going to say shit, huh? Y'all not going to say shit. Coach comes over to the ref and was like, what did you call him on that for? And the coach said, he doesn't understand that I'm in control of this game and blah, blah. And he's like, all right. And I'm like, no. See, this is the problem right here. Coach, you're supposed to back your players 100%, if not more. So if anyone should be upset, not the player, but the coach should be backing him. Y'all know how this go. But coach was real lax about it. Like, why are you being real relaxed about it? I don't understand that. So for me, it felt like he didn't have my back. The opposing team had my back. The opposing team came over to me and said, look, man, you shouldn't have to go through this. It's ridiculous. And I apologize. And I'm like, y'all shouldn't have to apologize to me. Because y'all didn't do it. You know what I mean? But that's ridiculous. The opposing team's bench came over to me and was like, look, man, this guy's been doing this for a year. All right? And he's been doing this. He's been singling out players for some reason. We don't know why. So then why is he still here reffing? Right? So then the ref comes over. Mind you, I'm on the silence. I'm out the game. And I'm just talking. Mind you, still not towards him, not directed towards him, but we're talking about the situation. Ref comes over. He's like, oh, what? You want to fight? You want to fight? If you don't get the fuck out my face, old man, go ahead. Take a swing at me. Here's the problem with that. Number one, you have no idea how much I wanted to swing on him. But I am in a league full of lawyers. They already looking at you. Young black man with tattoos, all that. They expect me to act like a nigga. That's what they expect me to act like. So it took some old ass nigga to try and bring the nigga out of me. Let me tell you something, man. All right? Because y'all asked me this on Twitter about when this all happened, do old black men not like young black men? I cannot speak for all young black men, and I can't speak for all old black men. But this man clearly had a fucking problem. It's a crab mentality, all right? I'm going to, push my dominance and all this. And I'm like, dude, it's a rec game. What's wrong with you? It's a rec game. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's a rec game. But he said, yeah, he just think he an NBA star. We playing college rules. Motherfucker, we don't. And that's when I went off. Because that's the second time he said that shit. Motherfucker, we don't have a shot clock. This is not NCAA rules. This is not college rules. You may have some college players here who didn't make it, but this is not college rules. Show me the shot clock. Over to the scorekeeper where they had a clock. I said, show me the shot clock. Point to where the shot clock is. Point to it. He was heated. And by that time, mind you, I'm just kicking facts at this point. I'm mad, but I'm kicking facts. Then the scorekeeper, he starts laughing. And I was like, what are you laughing at? And he was like, no, just what you said. But he apologized too. So, coach came over to me. Mind you, I'm on the sidelines. This is done. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to cheer on my team at this point. And this dude is still antagonizing me on the side. Shouldn't you be reffing? Shouldn't you be doing that? Coach came over to me. He said, look, I'm sorry this happened. He was like, but, you out the game. That's it. I said, ref. I said, coach, do you just want me to leave then? Because clearly, I can't even cheer on my own fucking team without this dude coming over to me. Like, you're supposed to be doing a job right now, and you're not even doing that. And he was like, yeah, just leave. He was like, just come back next week. I said, no, I'm not coming back next week. That's it. I'm done. I was like, this is unprofessional. Why? I said, and mind you, at this point, timeout was called. You know what I'm saying? So, people on the sides, I said, mind you, ref is now standing next to me. And I'm speaking to coach right next to the ref. I said, you have to be kidding me with this type of attitude, with this type of unprofessionalism. Why would I want to come back? I was like, this man, look at the way he has acted in 10 minutes. 10 minutes of this game. Why would I come back? I was like, I specifically let these referees know I had a problem that I can't hear on the one side. I was like, y'all saw for what it was. I was not engaging with this man. And then when he decided to start acting like that, the opposing team had to, pull me to the side, pull me away from him, which I had no problems with either. And yet he still kept doing this. I was like, but for some reason, he won't take, not mind you, I'm like right there almost in his ear now. He won't take any responsibility for acting this way. I said, but I guess it's all my fault. I was like, the scorekeepers right here, they apologized to me. The opposing team apologized to me. Coach, you apologized to me. And the opposing team's bench apologized to me. All these people are saying, that I'm right, and they're apologizing for this situation. I shouldn't have to be in this situation, and this guy is going to act like I'm the problem. Seriously. This is what we on now. Opposing team's bench. The guys are talking to. Because, like I said, when he tried to get in my face, I was like, dude, I train boxers, I train jiu-jitsu fights. You don't want no parts of me. He literally is a feeble old 65, maybe 7-year-old man. And he's acting like he's going to fight me. Get the fuck out of my face with this bullshit. Alright? Seriously. But the other guy was like, now that I've talked to you, he said, and the one guy said, I think I made the mistake for talking to you, because now I'm not going to get calls. You know what I mean? So he was like, him and I were laughing. Mind you, throughout all this, I'm still laughing with players. You know what I mean? And talking with players. I'm not visibly that upset yet because I've gotten everything off my chest. All I did was speak facts. I ran him down verbally because he knows he's fucking wrong, not taking any responsibility as an adult, let alone as a referee. What else is there left to say? So I don't have anything to say to him. I got my back turned to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the players who say, you shouldn't have to go through this. Everyone admits I didn't have to go through that. I got teammates texting me afterwards saying, you are the last person who should be kicked out. And I'm feeling some sort of way at that point. I'm upset. Once I'm leaving, I'm upset. Because basketball means a lot to me, man. Like I said, I told y'all before in the video, the ball is pretty much the only person you can trust at times. It won't lie to you. It won't stab you in the back. You know what I mean? It won't talk shit about you. It won't try to create some type of fucking drama. It's just there. It's you, the ball, and the basket. It's very simple. I use this a lot to decompress. This game means a lot to me, man. You think if this game didn't mean a lot to me, I wouldn't be renovating basketball courts or trying to get all these other things going? The game means a lot to me. Sometimes, like I said, some of these people, like I said, if it wasn't for basketball, they'd be dead or in jail. Look at all these athletes you see. You know what I mean? You gonna tell me they were going to be lawyers themselves? Nah. Sometimes all they have is sports. Like I said, sometimes around the way, that's all you have to stay out of trouble. Whether it's, games or video games or basketball or football or rap or whatever, that's the way to stay out of trouble. But like, I'm getting phone calls, you know what I mean? I'm talking to people because they found out what happened, because word spreads fast in the community. You know what I mean? Once I got a text, after that text, start getting phone calls, and people was like, yo, you got the heat on you? And I was like, yeah, dude. It was like, you should wait outside for that motherfucker and then clap him. I'm like, nah, dude, nah. no, we can't have it. It's a basketball game, man. I understand that he gonna act like, if anything, like I said, he wouldn't have been able to handle me if, to put hands on him, let alone you want me to put one in this, you want me to put a hot one in this dude's chest? Nah, come on, that's not even cool. You know what I'm saying? I had to get off the phone with that friend. I was just like, nah, man, that's going too far. You know what I mean? I'll talk to you later, man. But the thing is, even before the game, when I was, I was with my friends, they even said, because they knew how excited I was that, look, this is my night. You know what I mean? I'm going to put it on. Y'all saw on Twitter, I was talking and talking. I'm going to take them down. Even if I take myself down, with them, I'm going off tonight. You know what I mean? And, like, I was excited. And that mentality and trying to keep that positive energy going. And they had said to me, something don't feel right, man. Something doesn't feel right. Something feels going to go wrong. And I was like, nah, ain't nothing going to go wrong. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good game. I'm looking to have a good game, and then this shit happens. So when I'm talking to them, they was like, yeah, we kind of figured something. Something was just telling us. It was eating up. Apparently, it was eating away their gut that, something was going to happen. And for me, it's like even afterwards, I was so upset. I came home. You know what I mean? I just felt like throwing. I just felt like breaking stuff. Of course, I didn't, but that's how I felt. I just wasn't in a good place. Like, because that's never happened to me before, ever. You know what I mean? And like afterwards, I had a few drinks. I dipped into my duffel bag for a bit, and then I went to go shoot baskets at another facility. So I was out for hours and hours of the night just shooting baskets. I'm sure that ref, is ignorant. When you have people that ignorant, I'm sure he went home and didn't even think twice about it. He just felt, yeah, I showed that young man. I guarantee you that he felt justified in what he did. No matter how much I talked about responsibility and communication. Like I said, I tried to communicate with this man. And instead of texting me and calling me a bunch of names and everything, why didn't you come talk to me? If I told you that I cannot, and I told you before the game, I cannot hear out this ear, please come talk to me if there's a problem, and then you act like that on the court, the fuck is wrong with you? So yeah, I've been up all night. As you can see, I'm not even tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even tired. You know what I mean? I'm upset. It hasn't subsided yet, because if I was upset, I would really be, really yelling in this video. I mean, I'm sure there's ups and downs. But I wanted to get this out here on YouTube due to the fact that, a full video, due to the fact that those 2-minute increments, it kept getting cut down, and y'all didn't get the entire story. And I will definitely not play in that league. I mean, like, seriously, something has to change for me to go back there. And y'all had said, is there anyone anyone who he can be reported to? And I don't know if there is. But if players are telling me he's been doing this since last season, before I was even there's a problem. If he's been doing it since last season trying to get people, then why is he there this season? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. Is this the only ref you can get? I mean, y'all, it's called Lawyers League. Y'all are a bunch of lawyers with a bunch of money, dude. You gonna tell me y'all can't find a better ref? Like, so the Peacekeeper got kicked out the game. And that's why, like I said, and that's why people were just like I said, when you're playing these other teams and they see how you are, and I've been there for weeks, and they know that I don't, try to get aggressive with anyone like that or anything. I don't, run down anybody and like that. So that's the first time anyone's ever seen it, because it's like, okay, if he's getting upset over this, then obviously there's a problem because this is the guy who's always nice and breaks up fights and keeps it classy. Because I'm the one who has the microscope on me all the time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, all eyes is on me all the time because of the way I look. Cool, I get that. You know what I mean? I wear that. That's fine. You know? But you've got to be kidding me that some shit like that actually happened. Like I said, it's not like, and I said this on Twitter also, it's not like I'm in a press conference like LeBron or some shit and can speak out on what happened. But then again, on the flip side of it, I can actually say something about refs and not get fined. So, I mean, you know what I mean? But it's one of those things where it's like, it's still unbelievable that it's happened. Like I said, for players like, that happens in the NBA or stuff like that, it's like, okay, yeah, it happened. We on to the next game. There is no next game for me. You know what I mean? There's no next game. I'm done. Like I said, y'all been telling me for a while now, just leave. Just leave. It's not worth the stress. Y'all been saying for a couple weeks now. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to abandon my team like that. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of person. One of y'all asked, can you just switch teams on them? And I was like, well, other teams have asked me to, play for them, better teams, because they need the extra firepower. But that's not the point. These people asked me to come in as a favor and play for them. I'm going to stick with my loyalty. You know what I mean? And then for them not to back me on what happened, that tells me that's, they failed to show me any loyalty when I've been showing them loyalty. And they said, without me, y'all wouldn't even be able to play last night. They wouldn't have let you play. So when I did get kicked out, it was okay to play 4-on-5, because the game had already started. But if the game, if it was getting ready to have tip-off and they didn't have enough people, they wouldn't have played. But, college rules. Oh, my God. And, like, this old motherfucker, man, like I said, man, I showed y'all pictures of him on Twitter, like, when I took that ref that y'all saw. Yeah, that's the guy who was trying to fight me. Like, are you serious? Get the fuck out of here, man. It's not that I'm just angry. I'm disappointed. And like I said, I felt hurt at one point because it's like I said, this shit means a lot to me. You know what I mean? This was an opportunity to go and do something good. A big law firm asking me to come play for them? Oh yeah, I'm that's an opportunity to make connections and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? And like I said, I understand that coach said it wasn't my fault, because he's the one who runs the team, it's his team. It wasn't my fault, and just come back next week. But I'm just like, Coach, I understand that how can I put this? I understand that you're putting your faith in me, but when the time that I need you the most, you didn't really push for me. You know what I mean? You didn't have my back as much as I would have yours. And that's where I feel another level of hurt. You know what I mean? Because we team. We're supposed to be team. We ride or die together. That's how it's supposed to be. Coach is supposed to be the leader, and then I turn out to be the leader. How am I the leader? You the coach. How am I the leader? I'm team leader. You know what I mean? Like, the guy just wanted me out. I remember he had said, after he texted me, he was like, all right, you're out the game. But then he was like, you need to leave. And I'm like, you can't make me leave. And I think that was another thing. Because even the scorekeepers was like, yeah, you're out the game, but you can stay and you can watch and you can talk. You don't have to leave if you don't want to. Like I said, I didn't leave until I asked Coach, do you want me to leave? I didn't have to leave. And he got mad at me. I was still talking on the sidelines. But the thing was, I wasn't loud and I wasn't talking to him. He was just bothered by me. I don't know why. You're a tech, you're out the game. You should, if you're ejected, that means you leave. No. You put me out the game, but I can still be on the sidelines. I can still tell my team what to do. And it's funny because he tried to degrade me at one point by saying, well, since you've been on this court, all you've been doing is talking. You've just been talking. And I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to my teammates because that's what you're supposed to do, communication. If we're playing the zone and someone sweeps around, I got to call back door. Or you got to call out pick right or pick left. Do you want me to fight through it or do you want to slide and pick up my man? Yes, I am talking. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what a good player does, communication. But apparently he thought that was going to be an insult to me. You're nothing but a loudmouth. You ain't seen loudmouth yet. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. Oh, you think I got a big mouth? You haven't seen nothing yet. and like I said, and it upsets me on so many levels because it's like, where do you go from here? You know what I mean? Like, the mentality of things, not moving forward, because I'm always gonna keep moving forward. But like the questions y'all were asking, it really did make me start questioning things. Like, we're black people and how we don't support each other, and all that type of stuff, all that type of stuff. I don't ever want to hear black unity again. Because look at ref was black. Mind you, there was only in that game there was one Indian guy. That's the guy who put his arm around me and pulled me away. One Indian guy. They had a big black guy on their team, and one of the guys on the bench was black, and that was it. So literally, there was like 4 of us that were minorities. Not that it mattered, because like I said, at the end of the day, the entire team, the opposing team, whether black or white, did not matter. They came to my aid. You know what I mean? And said it was wrong. But apparently, this ref just feels as though he's justifying it. To be honest, I really hope that he is fired. I hope that he, things like this, shit like that, that's unjust, regardless of basketball game or not. It's not just about the game. It's about the attitude of a person. That nastiness that person has. I don't know what he was trying to prove or whatever, but people like that who try to make it worse for people who try to be positive, they can eat a dick. I hope the rest of their, people like that, the rest of their lives, I hope they're miserable. I really do. That's how I feel. This is it. It's been a long night, but I'm not tired. It's going to be a long day today, too. I got boxing, today. So, that's another thing. I'm just busy. And then y'all wonder why I'm not doing that many videos. Yes, I'm just extremely busy. And it's just, I don't know. But it's just, I just wanted to put this video out. I know it's a long video. I wanted to put this out so that y'all understood what was going on last night. Like I said, it's better I did it this way as opposed to just keep uploading on Twitter and Twitter fucking nerfing the time on me. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'll talk to y'all then.